Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a top tip video on the essential steps of getting better at OSU, or OSU, or OS, whatever you want to call it. Bear in mind this video is for like players who are low digit. This video is for players who are of a lower skill or a lower rank. So step 1 is to not get frustrated if you miss a circle near the end, because it will mess with your like mental, and when people download maps they don't sight read it and then FC it like every single time. If you don't know what sight reading is, it's basically like playing a map without having played it before, and that's what sight reading is. So because you're literally reading the circles. I don't know how to explain it properly, but yeah. Because OSU is it's relied on muscle memory, so you don't always sight read a map. Obviously if you play it the first time you're gonna sight read it, but then the more you play the map, the more you're not really thinking about like the way you're placing your cursor, I guess, because you remember like what type of rhythm is coming up, if you want to say. Don't get frustrated because OSU is heavily reliant on muscle memory. Yeah, just don't get frustrated. Step 2 is to find an approach rate that you're comfortable with. AR is short for approach rate, so find an AR that you're comfortable with. So if you're like a low ranked player and you're playing AR 10 maps, then please don't, because it will literally mess with your accuracy. And if you play like a AR 10 map just to flex, then just don't, please. Just do AR 9 and then gradually work your way up, because if you start with AR 9 and you compare it with AR 10, they're so much different. Because AR 10, there's less on your screen, but AR 9, there's more circles on your screen. So if you play AR 10 maps and then you straight away go back to AR 9 or something because you knew that you weren't capable of doing AR 10 maps, then you're gonna find yourself clicking the circles sooner than you're supposed to be, because you're used to the fast approach rate. Step 3 is to find a star map pool that you're comfortable with. When I was new to OSU, I didn't actually know there was a ranking system, so when I was new to OSU I played like 3 stars and then I'd gradually make my way up to like 4 stars, but I was on 3 stars for a while because I wasn't really confident in myself to move up to a higher star. I'd always play with no fail and I'd never get a lot of PP. I guess when I wanted to actually improve in the game, that's when I got more serious and started to play higher star maps. So unless you're confident in yourself, you should go to higher star maps. Yes. So if you're a lower digit player, you should start with so the way to see that you're actually improving is to look at your accuracy on maps, and if they're like 90 something, like most of the time when you're getting A's or like S ranks, then you should like play a higher star map. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to explain. So that there's more of a challenge basically for yourself, and then if you're able to complete that challenge, then you can see yourself improving. That's step number 4. That's step number 3. Oh my gosh. Step 4 is stream and jump practice. So for streaming, it's hard because you have to have stamina in your hands. In order to increase your stamina in your hands for streaming, you should download stream practice maps and look at the BPM. The BPM is really important it's at the top left. It's really important because it's like stars. It's like stars on a map. If you can complete that BPM, then move to a higher BPM. And if you can complete that BPM, go to a higher BPM. I've seen maps that have like 160 BPM as the lowest difficulty. If you can't stream fast maps, then just go down a BPM, it's fine. And jump practice is kind of the same, but there are different kind of jumps. Like cross screen jumps are jumps that literally are at the edge of your screen every single time, and it's hard to hit. But for jump maps, it's basically the same as streaming. Download jump maps, practice maps, and then eventually you'll see yourself improving. And then the last step is not to farm for ranks if you're a low rank player, because you won't see improvement in yourself. If all you do is play jump maps just for PP, then there's no way that you're gonna see improvement in like your streaming or something like that, because all you're gonna do is just play jump maps. You'll realize that when you go like in a multi, not everyone's gonna play jump maps. You won't be able to match their skill. Just don't farm. Literally, just don't farm. If you're a lower rank player, don't farm. Farming is okay, I guess, but if you're like new to the game, don't farm. Just try to improve on like generic things such as streaming or reading high AR or something like that. So I guess that concludes this video. It's my first time actually doing this, so it was kind of weird for me, as you could probably hear in my voice. If you want another one of these, just comment down below and I'll make one. So thank you for listening or watching, I guess, and I'll see you all next time.